most of us have had Jello shots. These ones are upscale Jello shots. They are champagne Jello shots. Hey everybody, I'm Eric, the Drink Idiot, and it is time for some Jello shots. You might notice I'm a little bit comfortable today. Got the onesie on, it's Christmas time, and after Christmas is the perfect time to get ready for a holiday party for New Year's. This particular recipe is fantastic. It's more of a laid-back drink recipe, if that's what you want to call it, and it actually is something you can make in advance. So if you're throwing a party and you don't want to be rushing around on New Year's Eve, this is something great. You can set it up the day before. You know, it goes over well. These are Jello shots with champagne, and I'm going to attempt to make them cubical in a silicone tray. But if you want to use normal cups or whatever else, I also have some of these champagne martini looking cups that I'm going to use as well. So whatever you want to put them in, be my guest. Even though these are champagne Jello shots, it is worth noting a sparkling wine will work just fine as well in place of champagne. You don't have to go overboard spending a fortune on the ingredients here. Now, the first thing we're going to do to get started is we're going to take a measuring cup and we're going to take I have a single burner out here. Just a single little pot will work just fine. So the version I'm making is going to put out 2 cups worth of Jello shots, and that's how we're going to get started. We're going to use ginger ale, some ginger ale to get started on this one. And if you're not a fan of ginger ale, you want to use something different, you can actually substitute that with something like a 7-Up, and you get good results as well. So we're going to pour 3/4 ounces, or I'm sorry, 3/4 of a cup. I'm used to speaking in ounces, but this is actually 6 ounces worth, or 3/4 of a cup, and that's going to go into into a pan. So the next thing we're going to do is break out some champagne. This is just a decent price champagne I found in the store. It's going to be 2 ounces worth we're going to use here, and that's going to be 1/4 of a cup of the bubbly stuff, if you don't spill it everywhere like I'm doing. I never claimed to be a pro. It's going to go right in there. Now, next step, we're not going to turn this on yet. We're going to take a packet of unflavored gelatin. And with this unflavored gelatin, we're just going to tear it along the side. Pour that in there. And give it a little bit of a stir. We're just going to mix it up a little bit. And let this sit. We're going to let this sit for 2 minutes. And the reason for doing that is because this unflavored gelatin needs to, what they call, blossom. Like a beautiful flower, it has to blossom. So it will soak up some of the liquid. And you'll see, as the 2 minutes go through, it'll start to kind of gel up a little bit. It's also worth noting that 2 minutes is a great time to, grab a beer, call your mom, maybe subscribe to An Idiot's Liquor. There's a lot of things you can do in 2 minutes' time. These packets can gel up to 2 cups a piece. So if you're going to, do 4 cups worth, obviously you'll need 2 of these, and so on and so forth. So we're just going to fast forward a little bit, let this thing gel up, and I'll see you in 2 minutes. So this looks like it's gelled pretty well. I would say the gelatin has blossomed just fine. So now the next step is we're going to add a little bit of heat. It's going to be a medium-low heat that we're adding to this mixture. And we're going to bring it not quite to a boil. We want to make it warm but not boiling warm. And that's what we're going to do here. I recommend stirring this a little bit every now and then. The goal is to dissolve the gelatin. However, being that we have ginger ale in there, which is sugary, it's not a bad idea just to stir it a little bit to kind of keep the sugar from getting burnt to the outside. Okay, there's a slight bubble going on. It's kind of almost ready to start boiling, so I'm going to just turn the heat off on this. And that's when we add our final ingredients to the mix. I'm going to add a little vodka. It's going to give it a little extra strength, and it's going to, you know, spice it up a little bit. Not a lot of vodka. 2 ounces. So it's not going to get you hammered up. But it is going to add a little more alcohol to this mixture. And I'm just going to move this away. Hopefully don't burn that. And now that I have vodka in there, it's also going to be 6 more ounces of champagne. That'd be 3/4 of a cup. So once this is added in, obviously it's going to bubble quite a bit. Just give it a real light stir. Being there's so much carbonated stuff in this, I don't want to go crazy with it. And we're just going to let this kind of cool down a bit before we put it into our final cups so we can refrigerate it. And I find that pouring it into something like a measuring cup helps with the transportation process, putting it into the actual cups. And man, I made a mess of that. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I am not a professional. Okay, so I'm ready to pour this into the silicone tray. Now, because I want to actually pop these out and make cubes out of them, I like to kind of spray coat them with a thin layer of vegetable oil, like a Pam, something like that. Just a real thin spritz. It'll help when it comes to actually taking them out. You won't be damaging them as much. And plus with, you know, soda, it's a little sticky. So we're just going to pour these into the cubes. And like I said, I want to make a couple of these cups as well. Just, you know, to see how they turn out. I should have enough left over for 2. Close enough. I'm cool with it. We are ready to throw these in the refrigerator, and I'm going to clean this crap up. They can go in the fridge. I'm going to do mine overnight, but 2 to 4 hours is probably how long it's going to take to fully set. Okay, it has been almost a day. My Jello is very much so set, as you can see in the cubes, and my little, martini coupe type glass is also set. So we're just going to decorate these up a little bit. They firmed out really good, and what I did was I just took a toothpick and kind of ran it around the inside edges here of each one just to kind of loosen it up. So the next step is just to kind of try and pop these things out. See if we can get them out. And it's actually not a bad idea just to let them sit for a little bit to kind of warm up. But as you can see, it came out pretty good. It came out pretty easily. I turn them over on this side because it looks a little better that way. But, we're just going to pop all of these out. not bad. I only had about 2 that kind of fell a little bit apart. Overall, though, I got these jiggly squares of Champagne Jello shots. And we're going to decorate these just a little bit here. I'm using this, I think they call it sanding sugar. And it's blue. You can get it in a variety of different colors. I'm just going to take it and sprinkle some on the top. Just a neat little decorative effect. Gives a little shimmer. You know, New Year's is all about that shimmeriness. Fresh new year. Lots of cool stuff. I'm going to decorate our cubes. And don't forget, I'm going to also decorate this big monstrosity. There it is. Check it out. These are the Champagne Jello shots. Very easy to make, and actually they look pretty decent looking at them finished. Whether you do the cubes or you decide to just put them in cups. Alright. I'm going to take one of my broken ones here and see just how it tastes. They're not bad. They're not pounding with flavor. However, they're not overwhelmingly strong either. A lot of it would depend on the type of champagne you use. Definitely want to use something that you would be willing to drink straight the way it is. However, overall, they're not too bad. I can't complain. So I want to thank you for watching this. This will be my final video of 2019. It's been a great year. I'm very much looking forward to 2020. And if you want to stay connected with An Idiot's Liquor in 2020, click on the subscribe button down below, the bell icon. That way you'll get notified anytime I post a new video. Until next time, have a happy, healthy New Year's. And remember that if this idiot can do it, so can you. Cheers.